Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Terror forces will rise against your government. Primate Ayodele wants president. Terror forces will rise against your government. Primate Ayodele wants president. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has issued warnings to the president of South Sudan, Salva Kiir, over his administration and the recently agreed 2-year extension in government. In a statement signed by his media aide, Osho Primate Ayodele revealed that the 2-year extension will bring much pressure to the president and that it will not be realistic. Ayodele said forces within the government would rise, and not all those that signed the agreement would witness the end. He warned the president to be very careful of some of his trusted advisors as he foresees that the president will take advice that will lead to serious protest, unexpected killings, and tension in the country. According to Ayodele, some rebels will become a terror in the country, and their 2 years extension will bring so much pressure to the present government. Some of the trusted people giving advice to the president will create problems that will lead to serious protest, unexpected killings, and tension in the country. The 2-year extension will not be realistic because of forces within the government that will rise up. Not all the people that signed the agreement will witness the end of it. The president should pray for his health, family, and extended family for him not to be bereaved and lose any of his ministers. Primate Ayodele also noted that the efforts to improve the economy will be frustrated and that security threats will be imminent. He urged the president to pray for his health and also pray against natural disasters, death of his relatives and top ministers. Efforts to make the economy of the country will be frustrated. The president has to be careful because there will be several security threats. They should be careful of border clashes, ethnicity, conflict, and opposition that will rise from the president's camp. They should pray against natural disaster. The economy of South Sudan will make people work against the government. Also, Primate Ayodele revealed that there would be a political revolution in Uganda that the president needs to prevent if he wants to maintain his grip on power. He noted that the opposition is planning a serious protest and that the president needs to pray against losing his family members and be mindful of laws that will set the country on fire. In Uganda, there will be a political revolution that President Yoweri Museveni needs to prevent. The opposition is planning a serious protest that will affect the country's administration. They need peace and God's protection. I see the country facing external attacks. The president should pray not to lose any of his family members and be mindful of laws that will set the country on fire. For Gabon President Ali Bongo Ondimba, Primate Ayodele warned seriously against his health as he foresees him slumping. Gabonese President Ali Bongo Ondimba should pray for good health and pray for peace. The people must pray against what will cause a security threat in the country. The effort of the president will not be appreciated because he will be making effort to make the country succeed at all costs. I see the president slumping. He needs to pray for his health. There will also be economic epilepsy in the country as there will be protests and riots between the citizens and police. The leader of Ayodele Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has issued warnings to the president of South Sudan, Salva Kiir, over his administration and the recently agreed 2-year extension in government. In a statement signed by his media aide, Osholu Hussein, Primate Ayodele revealed that the 2-year extension will bring more pressure to the president and that it will not be realistic. Ayodele said forces within the government would rise and not all those that signed the agreement would witness the end. So, my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now I've come to the end of our today's news, and please do drop